Welcome to Smart Stock Watch, your go-to channel for in-depth financial analysis. Today is November 26, 2025, and we're diving into Super High's third quarter earnings report. Super High, known for its Haidilao hot pot restaurants, has just released its unaudited financial results. Joining us is John, our senior analyst from Smart Stock Watch. John, thanks for being here.
Thank you for having me. Super High's performance this quarter is quite intriguing, especially given the competitive landscape in the international restaurant market.
Revenue and profitability overview. Let's start with the top line. Super High reported a revenue of $214 million for Q3 2025, marking a 7.8% increase from the same period last year. However, their income from operations decreased by 15.4% to $12.6 million. John, can you explain this contrast?
Absolutely. The revenue growth is primarily driven by the expansion of their Haidilao restaurant operations and increased guest visits. However, the decline in income from operations is due to higher costs associated with customer and employee benefit initiatives, as well as increased outsourcing and lease expenses. These factors have compressed their operating margins despite the revenue increase.
And what about their net profit?
Super High's net profit for the period was $3.6 million, a significant drop from $37.7 million last year. This was largely impacted by a $31.7 million net foreign exchange loss, which overshadowed their operational improvements.
Operational efficiencies and future outlook. Despite the challenges, Super High has shown some operational improvements. Their table turnover rate increased to 3.9 times per day, and guest visits rose by 9.5% year over year. John, what does this indicate about their operational strategy?
These metrics suggest that Super High is effectively managing its restaurant operations to enhance customer throughput and satisfaction. The increase in guest visits and same-store sales, which rose by 2.3%, reflects their successful marketing and operational strategies. CEO Yang Lijuan emphasized their focus on refined management practices and global expansion, which should support future growth.
What are your thoughts on their future outlook?
Super High is actively expanding its restaurant network and exploring new opportunities globally. Their strategic initiatives, like the Pomegranate Plan, aim to diversify their business and strengthen their market position. However, they need to manage their costs effectively to improve profitability.
EPS forecast and analyst expectations. Analysts had forecasted an EPS of 20 cents for Super High, but the actual EPS came in at just 1 cent. John, what does this significant miss mean for investors?
This is indeed a substantial miss. The deviation from the forecasted EPS indicates that the market may have overestimated Super High's ability to convert revenue growth into net profit. This could lead to cautious sentiment among investors, as it raises concerns about the company's cost management and profitability in the near term.
How should investors interpret this in terms of their investment strategy?
Investors should closely monitor Super High's cost control measures and their ability to mitigate foreign exchange risks. While the revenue growth is promising, the profitability aspect needs to be addressed to restore investor confidence.
Key takeaways. In summary, Super High has demonstrated solid revenue growth and operational improvements, but their profitability has been challenged by increased costs and foreign exchange losses. John, any final thoughts on their investment prospects?
Super High's growth strategy and operational efficiencies are commendable, but they need to address their profitability issues to enhance investor confidence. Their focus on global expansion and management improvements could yield positive results if executed effectively.
Thank you, John, for your insights. And thank you to our viewers for tuning in. If you found this analysis helpful, please like, share, and subscribe to Smart Stock Watch. We'd love to hear your thoughts on Super High's performance in the comments below. Until next time.